welcome back everybody to ESL Pro League. Ran into a little bit of delay, and just out of respect for the other teams, we are going to show the second map between Cloud9 and CLG, and just for Optic and Renegades, not forcing them to wait multiple hours to perhaps, go an hour or two overboard, delay that matchup. Their first map is going to be played at the same exact time. So we're going to have both Cloud9, CLG, and then one map between Optic and Renegades.
Should be a good match.
Yes, it should.
And I'm looking forward for this match between CLG and Cloud9.
The second map.
The second map.
Chance for revenge.
Chance for revenge on Train. I'm interested to see what CLG is going to bring to the table on Train.
This is like almost, you almost have to feel to a certain degree, this is kind of like that nightmare map pick for a team that just is new, that hasn't had a lot of time together, because Train takes so much coordination on both sides. So I think this is actually going to be pretty tough for CLG. I don't think we're going to see him start out to a 7-0 start. Because then what? I think they start out 7-0 on Mirage, and then it was, what, 16-4 from there?
Pretty much.
Yeah, that's a beat down.
Yeah, that's that hurts. That hurts a lot. That stings the nostrils.
Yeah, so Train is going to be a tough affair for CLG, obviously, once we get this one underway. So what did you see out of CLG on that first map that you liked?
I liked when they started off 7-0, obviously. Okay. Because they kind of came out hot. They're hitting shots. They were executing sites. But then after that, I didn't like what they were doing. They were not hitting shots. They weren't working together. Exchanging kills wasn't there. I didn't see many exchange kills. I saw some, but not enough to win the rounds. And they really need to work on their 3-on-3 situations or 2-on-2 situations. Seems like Cloud9 got the best of them in a majority of those kinds of rounds. Yeah, I mean, all things you'd expect a more experienced team to excel at is those kind of pressure situations, those clutch moments, the late round situationals. Yeah, and hopefully, I mean, the big thing now becomes on this T side, because we saw it worked out earlier on Mirage, and later on in the second stage of that first half, it didn't really work out. Who's going to be their entry point? Like, who can they rely on to really open up these bomb sites on Train? This is going to be so tough for them. I think it's going to come down to Cutler. You know, use that AWP, have him peek a corner first, and then see if he could get a nice peek AWP kill. If not, have his teammates be right there to help out, just in case if he gets outpicked or someone's pushed up close. But I think a lot of it's going to be coming down to Cutler. Okay. Having an AWP, you know, it's a Train. It's an AWP map. It's an AWP map. It's an AWP map. Well, I mean, the one things that we saw Cloud9 have at their disposal is like 4 AWPers. I want to see that. They actually only had like 3. That's an old school strat, though. With the 4-op strat. You know, 3-4 ops. It's actually, it gets used at times. Oh, yeah? Yeah. Well, I think SK, when they were Luminosity, there was like a stretch where they did it a couple times on Train, 4 ops. That's, that must feel good to have enough money to do 4 ops, you know, and you lose a round, let's just buy rifles. It's cool, you know, be up that 16K plus. Why not? Yeah. That's all good stuff. Well, the match is restarting now. We are going to go live into Train. With the pistol round, it's going to be CLG starting on the CT side, so maybe getting a little bit fortunate with how they can start things off here. Cloud9, Skadoodle, and Nothing, again, picking up the two utility players. Smoke Molotov on Nothing, so right off the bat, you think maybe that's going to be to Molotov the inner bomb site at that plant spot. Looks like Nothing might toss a smoke outside. He does toss smoke outside. Cloud9 looks like they're doing they're going to walk towards inside. So they smoked out the Z and decoyed outside. Kusa's pushed up. I don't know if he's spool or pushed up. I think he's pushed up. Yeah, he's right above the ladder, and this is he better hit his first shot here. And there it is. He does. Just like it was on command, he finds a kill. That's big. They're going to push towards CT. He dropped his gun. Yeah, this is a really nice pistol round. I mean, from CLG outside, this looked like it was going to be some. Oh wow! All right, Sub-Rosa. Dominate. That was flawless. Not even one person even got shot at with CLG. They all have 100 HP. I think this might be Cloud9 trying to play blindfolded. I think they turned off their monitors and playing left-handed. Yeah, playing left-handed. I think, well, that starts out, that's set up the same way they ran their pistol run the last time we saw them on Train, with that same kind of inner hit with the smoke. And I think they're trying to play off that and go towards the outer bomb site instead. It just, obviously, it doesn't work when everyone dies in one bullet. Yeah, it does not work, Jason. You're right. Looks like Cloud9, though. They're sitting back. They have 2 middle, 3 people above ladder. And Automatic just headshotting Sub-Rose over there. Just punishing him. And he had a Colt.
That's a good early find. Shroud and Skadoodle also have Deagles.
Yeah, Hayes looks like he could be in trouble here.
Well, Stewie's got armor, so he can actually make this kind of a play. It's a little. I mean, Hayes is just. I mean, the timing for Hayes is going to be so important. The smoke's starting to clear now. He pre-fires. That's not wise either. He pre-fires because that's a spot where people tend to watch. Oh, and another one from Automatic. All of a sudden, CLG is just collapsing again. Automatic with a third, and now it's just down to Ethan. That's a nice kill, and then transfer tap over to nothing. But it's a 2-on-1, and the issue now is going to that outer bomb site. With so many positions that Cloud9 could be in, he doesn't have a kit. He's got to clear so many different things. He has no indication of where anyone could be.
But it's smart for him to go backside, so it eliminates angles to look at for when he comes out. Because if you're coming out Z, you have to look at so many angles, and this is why he's peeking from the old bomb train. He doesn't know where anyone's at. Automatic's pushing behind him almost. He's fighting with a Skadoodle, but nothing's happening right now. He's just looking for the other person. He knows where one person is. He knows where Skadoodle is.
Yeah, and that's just too tough. They patiently wait for him to swing right into the two of them, and they're both watching that same exact angle. So Cloud9 responds. The rebuttal is strong. Automatic gets it started quickly onto Sub Rosa, but this is the peak, I think, that really sealed it. Hayes is just trying to pre-fire as that smoke fades for someone who might be watching up there and gets massively punished for it. But what a round from Automatic.
Yeah, even though Cloud9 hit a lot of nice shots, I felt like CLG weren't holding many smart angles at all. They were just kind of out of positioning and one by one peeking. And
to be fair, you always look silly when someone hits you in the face with one deagle bullet. No matter what you're doing.
This is true.
No matter what you're doing, it always looks like, that guy just got wrecked. Well, Stewie's dinked, so he's going to have to fall back, but nothing. He's going to clean things out with the MAC-10, just racking in some cash, getting that bonus money, finds a third kill, goes for the Glock, and Hayes takes him out with a 5-7. So 2 kills for CLG in this round, but it is going to be a Cloud9 win. Although Skadoodle's very low. Hayes could catch him, but he's not going to.
Nope. Shroud says no. Mine. So I got to say about that, Jason.
I mean, that's just pretty standard anti-ego. Now, thankfully, Cloud9 gets to go up against unarmored opponents in this round. The pistols, the USPs, the P2000s. There's no very large danger that you can really point out here. I think Cutler upgrades to a P250. He's the AWPer. He's mostly saved in these first rounds. He's at 3,200, so he wants to have that AWP in the next round. And Shroud and Automatic both getting dinked with these pistols. So a little bit of early damage inflicted. Skiddle's taking his time, tapping away. Doesn't feel a whole lot of danger from that kind of a fight. And this is where Cloud9 now with these AKs, the advantage of range, just kind of turn the tides of battle. So it's going to be a third round for Cloud9.
Yeah, Hayes definitely needs a miracle if he even wants to come close to winning this round. And Cloud9 playing the bomb, playing it safe, just hold angles, and they spot him on the backside, and Stewie 2K for the kill.
Yes, 3-1 now, and this is going to be the first big test. It's going to be the AWP on Cutler. It's going to be all M4s next to that. I mean, they're very clearly lacking kits. That's the scary part. So retakes are not going to be a fun thing for CLG. They really need to do. They really need to get a good start and at least, get a pick. Or if there's an execute, they need to win the early battle so that they don't have to rotate too far before they can begin to retake the site. Yeah,
and it looks like Cloud9's not going to hit an outside fast take. They're going to spread out, hold some angles, try to get some information. It looks like they have 3 people of ladder, but Stewie gets headshot through the wall. That's a nice little spam.
Yeah, I think he got headshotted twice and Automatic dinked down once. So
that's nice.
Yeah, really, really unfortunate. Nice spray. Sub Rosa though, I mean, he gets caught out, doesn't get punished by it, but he was very, very exposed. Automatic finds Color though. That's a big kill. And that is a tough angle, and Cutler's going to be a little bit frustrated with that one because he had a shot that he was lining up that he was hoping he would be able to take. It looked like it was going to be a free kill. Kusa just patiently waiting inside the smoke. As it clears, the flashbang, it's bright.
Yeah, that was unfortunate for Sub Rosa to be. He pulled out his nade 2 times in those fights, and he could have had 2 kills right there. And he gets his teammate killed because of that, because he just pulled out his nade. He reacted too slow on that outside take by Cloud9.
Yeah, I mean, two nades during an execution. That's a long time that Cloud9 has to advance upon the bomb site before the defender can recover with a weapon out.
Yeah, and it unfortunately cost the teammate his life and the round. While Hayes is saving, Shroud's trying to get this kill, but I don't think he's going to find him in time.
No, not even close. So 4-1 for C9. Again, it's a save round for CLG. It's been a nightmare ever since they won that pistol.
Yeah, losing ecos is never fun. It definitely tilts you, and with a young team like CLG, a new team as well, how are they going to bounce back from eco losses and rounds that they should have won?
Especially on a map like Train. They can't let this round count for Cloud9 on the Terra side get too large. They need to keep it well contained, but it's just going to be so difficult for them to come back. At least moving forward into the next round, if they can't somehow turn this into their favor with the Deagle on Ethan, Hayes with the M4, then they'll have the full losing bonus built up. So that'll be when they have, you know, the ops with all the utility. They'll be able to have the kits as well. The issue is that that last round where Cloud9 won it on the gun round, it just was so swift. It was so decisive. It just mistakes made by the defense. So they need to shore all of that up. And Hayes is going to get spotted out. And he's out in the open. So not only does Stewie get the kill, but even if he hadn't, the rest of Cloud9 would have streamed out to find it. That was the M4. That was kind of the one hope that CLG had in this round, was a big performance from Hayes.
Yeah, I'm surprised he wasn't in a more passive spot in that kind of situation where, you know, if possible that they don't win this round, that he still can save his gun for next round. But he was just out in the open, in the bomb site, pretty much by himself. I would like to see him play way more passive so he could at least spot and have a chance to save the gun for this round.
Well, I mean, like I said, full losing bonus in their favor. So, I mean, saving it, yeah, would have been nice for the bank, but still, he has one anyways. Double op setup. This seems to be the response. And interestingly enough, you'll note, 2 ops, neither of them are in Kusa's hands. So,
what did Team Liquid do with this guy? They've ruined him. They've ruined a poor young man.
They broke him.
But Cloud9 looks like they smoke outside, and they're trying to see if they get any counters off of that. Stewie's going to rush down lower and see if he can pick off a person inside. Hayes is completely blind, and Stewie and Hayes are going to have a little firefight. And Hayes takes him down. Yeah,
not too much of a firefight because it's a clean win for Hayes, but a nice idea from Cloud9. Stewie almost able to make that work, and there's Kusta, aggressive on the reload of nothing, catches him off guard. Automatic returns the favor. And what else can this CLG defense do? Can they hold off longer? Automatic is making noise. He's doing damage as well, and he gets the Deagle kill onto Ethan. But this flank from Hayes, he's on the ladder, so he can't land his shots. Couldn't get down quick enough, and Shroud responds. He feels the pressure coming, and he peeks, punishes that flank. Now it's Kustu who has 1 kill in the AK-47, and Cutler with the AWP. How do they retake this? They have a Molotov, they have a smoke, and a couple flashbangs.
You have to kill Automatic, who's near the Hell sandwich area. He's definitely the lynch. Well, actually, and Skadoodle, who's on bomb train.
Yeah, well, I mean, now they get 1 kill, but with Kusta falling, Cutler has so much to do, and he's got 2 players at different distances away, and I mean, they're baiting each other perfectly. Shroud not even considering peeking while this fight goes on, and Skadoodle, he's fine with losing this op as long as Cutler does, and there's Shroud to punish, biding his time that whole time before pouncing.
CLG had the round almost in the bag, and then they just fall apart in the 4-on-3 situation. It's like they weren't talking to each other, and then that heartbreaking miss by Hayes. He was right there with the kill in the back, and he just hops up as he shoots.
Yeah, I mean, one of those instances where you almost feel like he's trying to be too sneaky. Sometimes he just needs to get down and get involved in the fight, but getting caught on the ladder turn when Shroud turns around, that's never fun. And now, big lead for Cloud9, 6-1, more pistols for the CLG side. At least this time they have armor.
Yes. And Hayes, I mean, CLG is going to have 4 people outside. They need to start getting kills. Let's just start off with 1 Deagle. They have Deagles. Let's see 1 Deagle right now. Come on, Hayes, you got this.
Doesn't have a Deagle, but he has a 5-7, and that counts. A 1-5-7. Shroud trades it off. Automatic is in mid, but he's got so much pressure coming his way. Just hyper-aggressive from CLG. Couple nice pistol kills. And nothing's even brought very low, so Shroud is going to be the guy who's got to do everything in this round, and he decides to go towards the B bomb site. Nothing with 1 kill makes him reconsider, but nothing is being pushed, and that flashbang is, oh, what a timing! Nicely done. Unfortunately, Sabroso is also at low HP, so that works out for nothing.
That was unnecessary to peek like that. You know, make them come to the bomb site. you have the numbers advantage. You know where one person is.
Oh no. Shroud just didn't see the top of Cutler's head. He is being patient, and he is going to check this. Almost loses that fight. Now, Kusta, you know, I've pointed out a couple of times he hasn't had an AWP. Well, he has one now, and it's probably the worst time for it because Shroud and Nothing are very low HP. Just with an AK, with an M4, a bullet or two will do it to these guys, and the AWP is probably the least wieldy weapon in this scenario. So, Plant's going to go down outside. Kusta is sucked towards Inner by the smoke, and it just feels unlikely.
Both Cloud9 people are low, though, but I don't think he knows this. So he's going to try to AWP one of them. He's going to have to hit this shot. He gets blinded, but Shroud and Nothing are playing this smart. They're not peeking. They're going to wait for him to come towards them.
Yeah, and this is nice. He at least has a 5-7 out, but as soon as he spots Nothing, Shroud peeks from the opposite angle.
That was also another round that CLG should have won. They had the man advantages, they had guns, they had positioning, and then just one by one, again, just dying. Like, work together if you're going to peek and push somewhere. No more hero plays.
Yeah, I mean, that sub-row is a little bit unlucky, you got to admit. I mean, that flashbang works perfectly.
Unlucky or just, you know, bad move? I think that was a bad move.
You've been casting for less than a week, Eric, and you've already become a cynic.
No, impressive. I'm not a cynic. I'm not a cynic, Jason. You're rubbing off on me.
Well, 2 ops, Skadoodle and Stewie, and then Kusta and Cutler with the 2 ops on the CT side of things. And this is now where CLG really has to make their stand. It's getting to that critical point where Cloud9 has just got too many rounds already on the T side.
Yeah, they have a lot of rounds, a lot of bank. CLG's on their back foot. And CLG, they got kills by let loose a little bit last round. If they can do the same thing with guns, Kusa with an AWP gets the first kill on Skadoodle. That's a good plus. And he knows there's one more Ivy. There's one more out there. And Colt Cutler gets Shroud.
Yeah, it is Kusta and Cutler open up with the opening 2 kills of the round with those AWPs. So already that double op setup put to good work. Cutler again with a second onto Stewie. Nothing's going to try and lurk this, but it's Kusta. So the 2 ops combined for 4 kills on the CLG side. No damage taken. So they get to build up some money.
Ops. Hey, Kusta opping, they won the round. Is that a coincidence? I don't know, Jason.
Daddy's back.
Kusta got his confidence back.
Just like Stella.
Maybe.
Stella's got her groove back.
Oh, Stella, huh? Yeah, Stella got a groove. I like that.
Fantastic sequel.
Kusta,
just to give an update really quickly in the Optic versus Renegades match that we decided not to show to the delay. The, Optic is up 5-0 at the moment over Renegades. This looks like it's going to be a quick hit for Cloud9. Utility nades being streamed out of ladder room through the smoke, but this is all a fake. Automatic's got out. He's got good position. He keeps pushing forward. They're already back at the inner bomb site. Shroud's a little bit blind. There's the op from Cutler. That Molotov could be huge, and Cutler combining for 2 kills, and Hayes through the smoke finds something. Automatic is getting 2 kills here. He still has 100 HP, but bombs down at the lower ramp, and it's a 1-on-3.
CLG should have this round if they play it smart. Automatic has to pick off these 2 people up top ramp that are pushed. But he does have a smoke there. I think that hurts him a little bit. And Hayes easily taking out Automatic. Good round. CLG showing some life, coming back.
Well, we saw this in Mirage, except it was the complete opposite way, right? 7-0 and a double up setup starts halts the momentum, at least initially. So what kind of a setup is Cloud9 going to transition to? What kind of tactic are they going to run to kind of try and break this up? I like that they've gone away from their own double op on the T side, because that was obviously going to make them a little bit slower.
And I was going to say, I wouldn't be surprised if they do an outside rush with smokes, because it's really hard to retake with ops.
Well, the ops have to have an impact. The first shot does not ring true. Look at the aggression through the smoke, down the lanes. They're already at the bomb train, but Automatic can't clear the back of it. There's fire there, and Ethan is actually covered for a short amount of time before being dropped. His defense, oh, what a flick, what a transfer from Automatic. That is a big-time play. Sub-Rosa falls. He's also got Cutler with the off passive, and that Molotov scares him away, but Automatic's picked up his 3rd. We talked about the impact this guy has had on Cloud9 this season, and that is a very apparent reason why he was a big commodity for this team.
Yeah, amazing round by Automatic, hitting those shots, jumping around, being fearless, and taking out CLG. Now, CLG will have to save this round. It is a 4-on-2, and you want to save these ults for the next round.
Yeah, I mean they're the expensive weapons, right? And I don't even think only Kusta got a kill with it. Good call. And even Stewie, I don't think he spotted Hayes. Hayes definitely spotted him. So Stewie not seeing the small pixel, and Hayes picks him off. So 2 ops saved for the CLG side and a loss. Could have gone worse, I guess.
Could have gone worse. But,
I mean, this was just dirty. This is you should not be able to do this. He has a family.
He decides to flick, you know. He's like, hey, I'm just gonna flick and shoot. Oh, headshot, what do you know? No, it's probably not that simple.
Is that the thought process?
No, he probably spotted them and just reacted really nicely. Cloud9 though, it looks like they're doing the same thing.
Exact same thing. Same flashes thrown, and Automatic's already through, and Ethan not expecting it. He's punished. Again with nades in his hands, trying to do something that can slow this down. It doesn't work. Sabrosa, though, pre-fires on a Stewie. Goes for a second. He gets the dink, but Automatic again with 3 kills in the same exact tactic. So he's being a monster, and nothing finds the edge of the smoke. Kusta in the back with this AWP. 1-on-3 scenario, and I think even now he's realizing he's starting to get cut off from being able to fall back. Seeing if he can get a pick, maybe turn this into a 1-on-2, but I don't think he's going to go for it. And look at Cloud9. This is good post-plant play.
Yes, it is.
Play.
Not peeking one by one. They're hiding. They're making CLG come for the bomb. And it looks like Cloud9's going to be running away, trying to save their guns. They won the round easily. Kusta sitting back in the Ivy, hoping that they won't chase him down.
And they will not. And now it's going to be decision time. Although Kusta could drop 2 M4s. I imagine CLG with this spread on the scoreboard, they buy into this round considering how much money Kusta has, over 7,000. So he can drop 2 M4s over to the team. I think one other player could afford an M4 as well. So we're going to see some guns bought up. And actually, it's not 2 M4s dropped. It's another up.
Double up. But Cloud9 is not going to do the same thing a 3rd time in a row. Looks like they're going to go into more of a standard default, just watching 2 inside, 2 towards T middle, and 1 Ivy. CLG, on the other hand, they have 4 people outside. And they're saying no more outside rushes for you guys.
Yeah, I mean, and it's a good thing, too, because those outer rushes were just beasting them. And there's a little bit of info from Stewie gained. Kusta's still peeking in towards T mid. He's not going to see anything anymore. Everyone's evacuated out. Question is, where does Cloud9 want to take the bomb? It looks initially like they're lining up for some smokes toward this outside bomb site.
It looks like it. Let's see if they continue with it, or they might just swing out to inside or lower. Because Stewie's already pushed up by lower. He might just call out the swing back to inside. We'll see what Cloud9 does, though.
There are some of the smokes. Automatic is going to lead the way. The wall of smokes lined up towards that outer bomb site. Ethan and Sabrosa are denied information. Actually, Sabrosa is boosted, so he can spot all this. He sees there's absolutely nothing quite yet. I think that's why Ethan started to cheat over, and what a response from nothing. Gets brought down towards 6, but he says, if you're not going to kill me, I can respond much, much better. Bomb's being planted, and Ethan's been found out, and there's Automatic as well. This outside defense seems to just crumble so quickly as soon as one kill goes against them. This flank, at least, could kill nothing, and it will, but it's a 2-on-3.
Yeah, 2-3 in favor of Cloud9, and Cutler is trying to sneak behind the old bomb train, trying to get some kills. Maybe hopefully he can sneak up on Automatic, who's right near the bomb train. Hayes, though, gets legged with an ult, and Cloud9 easily takes this round. I would like to see CLG, I mean, not taking away from Cloud9, but they are destroying CLG's outside, like around the bomb train area. Like, the people who's playing bomb train outside for CLG have no idea how to stop Cloud9 right now.
Yeah, I mean, this is just such a fast-paced, overwhelming attack from Cloud9. And you mentioned it earlier when we saw, I believe it was Ethan using those nades during the hit. I mean, it is interesting to note that Ethan and Sabrosa are both playing the outside bomb site, and that's where the struggles are coming in. So the inexperience of playing at this level may be hurting a bit. Sabrosa can't recover onto Stewie. He has dinked down Shroud at 15, 16 HP, but these AK-47 starting to do work. Even Kusta's been found, and he just continues straight forward at nothing, and he does win that battle with the shotgun.
Shotgun that Molotov. No, you don't want to do that.
Just felt like singing?
Yeah, sometimes you gotta sing. I mean, Cloud9's dominated them. CLG, they're not looking too good. Hopefully singing will lift the mood a little bit.
Yeah, it does feel like a funeral a little bit, doesn't it? So, I mean, CLG not able to get into these rounds. There was a decent stretch where they win 2 straight, but overall, this has been a very, very rough half for them.
Yeah, the outside's not working. Maybe they'd probably have to change something up. Let's just push somewhere. Let's just send 3 people and push somewhere.
It's a little late for that change.
I mean,
down 3-11.
You could still win 1 round more, you know?
Yes, this is true.
At least it's better than winning 0 more rounds.
That's
so
a nice shot.
Too little, too late, maybe? I don't know. We'll see.
I mean, even 1 round, even a little bit of a buffer to give yourself 4, could then buy them an opportunity into a comeback, but it's looking unlikely at the moment. Cloud9 just seems so much more sure of themselves, so much more confident and aggressive. 20 kills for Automatic. We've talked about him a number of times on that outside bomb site. He's just been a monster entering in, and during that very fast-paced execution Cloud9 has. Automatic's 20-8, Shroud is 10-4. And again, it's looking like
it's gonna be inside take, I believe. Cloud9 setting up for that Brownhouse Hall's inside take with Stewie at the bomb up top ramp. He doesn't care if they see the bomb. He just peeks out wide. So go ahead. What are you gonna do? We're up 11-3.
And Skadoodle and Nothing back towards mid, so they're at least gonna make some noise, apply some pressure, try and ensure that CLG can't just stack the inner bomb site. But yeah, it does look like that's going to be the end game for Cloud9. Sabrosa going for a pop flash through the smoke, and it works, but he can't find him. Can't find anyone. Nothing recovers in time from the flashbang, and Sabrosa thinking maybe someone had gone through right past him, and Shroud 2 kills through the smoke. That makes things a little bit easier, so Kusta and Cutler are the last 2 left.
Yeah, this is not good for CLG. Cloud9 can really do anything and probably still pull out with the win in this round.
Yeah, well, there's a nice start for Cutler. He has no armor, but he does get the headshot onto Nothing. He's looking for more, but he's not going to find anything. And I mean, this is the thing. Cloud9, you're right. They can be so aggressive. That's another 6 shot. Unfortunately, Skadoodle finds Kusta. Actually, almost even taking down Skadoodle. Down 18 HP, but that'll be the first half, 12-3. That turned into a beatdown very, very quickly, especially considering CLG wins the pistol and just can't get anything from there. So we'll be right back with the second half. Stay tuned.
He's gonna get the 1 kill in that bomb incoming onto the side. FNX has to stay up. No! He gets the triple FNX! Oh my god, what a way to win that round! They don't have a smoke, so this over still.
ESL Pro League is brought to you in part by Logitech G, Pay Safeguard, TheScoreEsports.com, Mountain Dew, and ESEA.
Welcome back, everybody, to ESL Pro League. We are going to go into the second half of Cloud9 versus CLG on D-Train. It's the second map. Cloud9, that commanding lead after losing the pistol. They go on a 12-2 run. Not too shabby.
Sounds like something happened last map. Cloud9 just runs and runs and runs, and CLG does not know how to stop that.
Yeah, I mean, there was some definite struggles, especially once that fast-paced outer take. I mean, Cloud9 did drop 2 rounds to a double-op setup when CLG switched into that, but obviously that fast take was the clear counter to that employment from CLG. And yeah, there was nothing they could really do to stop it. So that leads to a very wide margin going into the second half, where CLG, if they want any kind of a chance, any kind of a hope, any kind of a dream, they need this pistol round.
And a little update on the other match. Optic was currently up 9-1 against Renegades.
Oh, not bad.
Not bad.
Not bad at all. So Stewie's going to be defending the inner bomb site. He's there with Automatic, and it looks like CLG, this is going to be an inner hit. It's hazed with the smoke and 2 flashes. Skadoodle can be on a quick rotate as well, and Cloud9 already has a lot of info. Nothing and Shroud have pushed Ivy. Nothing's going to push all the way through and see absolutely nothing in mid. But there's already 3 players of Cloud9 towards inner.
Yes, but even that is pretty enough people to hold that inside hold.
It's a slow take behind this smoke, though, and actually, CLG is being very secretive, very quiet getting in here. Cutler does finish off automatic, and Stewie hasn't landed a shot just yet, so these Glocks are allowed to spread out, so Braza even gets away. Stewie finally chiming in, but it's going to be a 3-on-4. They have a kit onto Skadoodle. They've got to clear out Hayes at the Oiler. They do find him. 3-on-3 now as they push into the bomb site. No one from CLG peeking quite yet. And they don't have a Molotov or anything like that to stop this. There's actually someone going for a flank, but it doesn't seem like it's going to get there in time, although Shroud with a couple nice shots. He needs to get the kit. The bomb was tapped earlier, but Skadoodle getting off. And now, look, I mean, Shroud can't even find the kit, so it's all over from here. I mean, that just makes it happen. Unlucky he finds the kit on the way out.
That's unlucky. But good for CLG to win another pistol. Hopefully.
Yeah, but how many times have you said a team wins both pistols in a match and is only at 4 rounds?
I have not that often, Jason.
It's happening with more and more frequency. This is it's a little bit of a bummer for CLG. Obviously, they'll say we did the pistol rounds good, but that's about it. And Cloud9's going to buy right back into this round, not letting CLG have any kind of breathing room whatsoever.
So if I was CLG, let's do a 4-1, stick together and bait each other. I think that's a good eco. Just bait each other. They rush outside.
Some nice tags, though, on Ethan and Hayes. They're brought down low. There's the scout of Stewie chiming in. He's still alive, still trying to do some damage. Nothing's going to have a flank. If he can win this, give 2 angles to this retake, that would be huge, but he's got to wait for his teammates to get 1 kill outside. If they draw the attention, the eyeballs away of Kusto watching this flank, that will allow him to drop. But he's not going to do it until then. Actually, he does. He comes down. So he does get a kill, but he takes a lot of damage. How much more are they going to commit? Ethan does find 1. Automatic falls soon after, and it's just Stewie from here.
Yeah, if I was Stewie, I'd try to run away and try to save my gun, or get some kills, and then run away. There you go. Save your gun for next round. See if you get lucky next round.
Pretty nice shot there at the end as he's running away.
Stewie fashion, just shoot and then swing your mouse around like you're that crazy or something. Trying to be the new kid, the crazy kid. Don't mess with Stewie. He's crazy. He's crazy, guys.
The new kid on the playground that everyone's afraid of.
Probably pulls out his own hair and shows it everybody.
What
I'm not afraid.
school did you go to?
It was a rough time, you know. It was a rough time growing up. You gotta set yourself apart from other people, you know.
I guess so. All 5 members of Cloud9 are going to be at this outer bomb site. They're going to meet this rush. Would have been lovely to see a nade stack, but nothing. He's doing decent damage, but he does eventually get dropped. There's Automatic and Stewie combined for 1. The Scout can do some more work. It's up above. Automatic and Stewie again combined for a new kill. It's Stewie with a 3rd shot, gets the headshot on Akusta. So 3-on-2 situation and another tag for Stewie. How much damage is this guy going to do? What a godlike round from Stewie. That is incredible. With only 2 kills, he has an assist on all of the others.
Yeah, another eco just down the drain for. I mean, he did have a scout, but the rest of Cloud9 was saving. Yeah, it's kind of unfortunate too.
I mean, that's insane from Stewie, and CLG's got to be regretting the call for a rush, and they're probably thinking we have such an advantage. There's no way we could probably lose it. Well, that's.
They're proven wrong, Jason.
Yeah, they're proven wrong. Tech 9's on Hayes and Kusta, AK's on Ethan and Sabrosa. Cutler was just a deagle. He's pretty much invested into this round. I believe he probably dropped one of the AKs over to the other 2 players to have that. It's desperate times for CLG, essentially, is what it comes down to. 5-13, and they just can't let C9 get away with that one. So they're going to head towards the inner site again. 1 player down ladder. This is looking a lot like just a replay of their pistol with 1 down ladder and a hit towards lower, but Sabrosa's going to meet up with them, and it's only Stewie in here.
Yes, he's going to have a big round if he wants to stop this inside take, and it looks like they're starting to Molotov behind the pop dog and smoking out. Stewie, though, staying alive still. Hayes pushing through the smoke and gets a kill on Stewie. It's still a 4-on-4, and now CLG just needs to get the bomb down.
The timing of that on Hayes, it was so fortunate because Stewie had thrown that flashbang and he couldn't turn around to face that fight or else he would have blinded himself. But really good trades from Cloud9. ensuring that Skidoodle would either make it through or he would be avenged. 2-on-3 attempt at holding this off, and the flank is coming in late again for CLG. This time the timing's a bit better. There's a kit on Shroud, and when does Kusta let his presence be known? Flashbang comes out, that goes past him though. There's the tap onto the bomb. And Shroud's the one with the kit. They know exactly where Kusta is. They're gonna chase him down, and nothing actually gets dropped. This is a good play from Kusta, and he's gonna have this. He does find the second kill onto Shroud, so beautifully done from Kusta despite C9 knowing exactly where he's coming from.
Yeah, that was a pretty good round by him. Nice, and able to plank past the Z-Hall and everything. You got kind of lucky though at the end, but you know, sometimes you need a little bit of luck to help you win rounds, Jason.
Yeah, luck is always a lovely thing to have on your side.
It is. It's better to be lucky than good.
You don't actually believe that, do you?
Well,
actually,
after
I
all
don't want to
this-
get into this. I know some of your thoughts on different things, and I would entirely believe that you think that's a good thing.
Well, all the times that I've been unlucky, I wish I was lucky. How about that?
I think you could say that about the entire population of the world.
Yes. CLG sitting back now. Cloud9 just playing pretty standard. 2 inside, 3 outside. CLG's not budging. They're pretty spread out. I would like for them to be a little closer together, at least 2-1-2 or a 3-2, so they could exchange kills if anyone's pushed up on them. But looks like Cutler swings back towards Kusta and Nati. Hayes picks up the bomb.
And while we have this eco round, just to keep everyone updated who might not be tuning into the other stream, the first half of Optic versus Renegades went to Optic. It was a scoreline of 13-2.
Ooh, big score.
Yeah, and that is also being casted by our Australian friends, so that might be a little bit rough for them to watch, but I've been watching North American Counter-Strike for years, so. Welcome to my hell, Australians. Either way, opening kill onto Stewie, and here's Ethan just running and gunning with the Tech 9. 2 kills for him. Shroud has the scout, but it doesn't look like that's going to have a chance to ring out the way it did in that third round. Bomb is planted in towards B, and even if Ethan falls, it's just a Tech 9, so it's not like they're losing anything super valuable, and Automatic just runs out of bullets. So Hayes bails Ethan out of a tough spot. Shroud at the scout going to try and get involved, and he does. Headshot onto Hayes. That's an AK down.
Yeah, Shroud's going to come away with a consolation of a scout. You know, it's okay, whatever. Scout, I'll take a scout any day. Over pistol, at least.
Yeah, and it'll be curious to see if Cloud9 decides to buy in the next round. It's right on the edge with a couple players. Nothing is still a little bit low at 1800, but if Shroud wants to keep the scout, he could actually drop a gun over to nothing, and they could still have a pretty solid buy. So, well, there goes that idea. As
yeah,
Cutler cleans it up.
I would say save, but then again,
they have such a wide margin. This is the thing. They can just play it conservatively, and no one can really second-guess that decision, right?
Yeah, and there's no reason to buy up when Cloud9 has been dominating CLG the last 2 maps pretty much. So you know, you don't have to be risky about it. Just take your time, save up again, and then win the next round.
Well, they do have a little bit of an investment, and Stewie is feeling very confident. Cutler hears all these footsteps, so he knows this flank has come in. Maybe they just don't realize the timing of it, and actually, that's sick. Nothing, that shouldn't happen. 2 headshots for nothing, just dropping down ladder. Ethan, at least with his Molotov, is going to get that kill, and Stewie, with the damage onto nothing, helps it happen. But a good advantage for Cloud9. A 4-on-3. They have armor. They have 1 AK on Stewie, and there he is. Pounces at the right moment. He gets a second kill. Ethan's going to trade him off, but the damage is done, and Automatic cleans it up. So Cloud9 don't even have to buy to return onto CLG. It's 14-7 now.
How many ecos is that, Jason? That Cloud9 has won off of CLG.
I swear I thought Cutler, considering the top of the ladder, like he heard footsteps, because Stewie wasn't being quiet for most of it.
I think he was waiting for Sub-Rosa. Keep thinking Sub-Zero. I think he was expecting him to watch his back, because he turned around as soon as he dropped ladder, and nothing got 2 kills.
Yeah, maybe they just didn't think that kind of aggression was going to happen. Maybe they didn't think they would go through with it. Maybe Sub-Rosa said, no, that was me, or something. You never know with the communication, but either way, nothing making a massive play. That's all it comes down to. So 14-7, and fantastic buy for Cloud9. Shroud has the AWP. That's out towards Ivy. And then nothing and Automatic guarding ladder room and this terrace choke point.
Yeah, Cutler's trying to off someone in the middle. CLG's pretty spread out. They're holding more towards team middle with Kusta way by himself in Ivy. Sub Rosa's chilling in Brown Halls, making sure that he's not getting flanked again. It's always a good thing, but...
I mean, this is CLG. You got to imagine this is going to be some kind of an execute because CLG isn't even applying pressure anywhere. So, I mean, they still have a decent amount of nades to use. They've got 4 smokes. They got 2 Molotovs. They've gotten towards the end of Ivy as well with Kusta, but Ethan and Cutler are going to come meet up with them. So this has shifted the op of Shroud away, and Automatic is now put under more pressure. He is currently smoked off, and they're going to attack the offer. They're going right at Shroud, who wins that opening duel. Automatic through the smoke, trying to spam through. Nothing falls. Automatic watching his back, finds Ethan, and here's Cutler. Playing it slow with the AWP. Shroud's going to check his back, but Cutler already has the angle. Meanwhile, most of his teammates have fallen, but it's a 2-on-2 now. Hayes is going to get the bomb planted safe. Stewie's going to be wrapping around this bomb train, though, and he could catch Cutler off guard, and he does. Cutler's not ready for that. Hayes recovers onto him. Tech9's out, and he wins it. Hayes, that is a clutch play, being prepared for Skadoodle to turn the corner. And CLG gets up towards 8, so they stave off map point.
Yeah, good round by Hayes. Way to step it up, Hayes. It was a smart by Stewie for peeking on them as he's planting the bomb. So it went from a 2-on-2 to technically a 2-on-1, and he got the kill, but Hayes was there just to headshot with Tech9.
Yeah, especially, I mean, to be aware that he's Skadoodle's rounding the corner as well, to be prepared for that kind of an outcome. That was really well done. So they've got up to 8, and they've forced Cloud9 back on a pistol. So a little bit of life here in the second half from CLG. Fighting back a little bit with the route that's going on. Speaking of which, the other match, which is Optic versus Renegades. Renegades wins the pistol in the second half. I believe last we heard it was 13-5. Optic is leading that. So that game as well, we'll see if Renegades can close the distance like CLG is doing here on Train. But they've got to survive another eco round, which has been difficult for them across the last 2 maps.
Yes, on CLG's ecos, they're pretty spread out, or they rush somewhere, and it just doesn't work. I'd like to see them do more pokes, you know, peek 2-3 people one way, try to get a kill, fall back, and re-peek somewhere else. Like you don't have to be so spread out all the time and work spots all by yourself.
Tough part is that, I mean, even in their anti-ecos, they're losing so many players. Stewie even doing damage to Sub Rosa, but they've gotten 3 kills. They've damaged the economy, and an AK on nothing that he can bring forward into the next round. Stewie going for a couple more. I mean, why not see if you can just get 1 more kill, force some more rebuys. So the money for CLG isn't really going to build up behind these wins. And Cloud9 still is going to have a 5-round lead that they can toy with.
Yes. And it looks like Cloud9 is probably going to save another round. They're kind of low on money. Well, actually, 2 of them have a lot of money. Shroud and Stewie could half buy, so I think they might do it. They might do a little buy.
Yeah, that AK might help persuade the decision with 3 basically full buys, especially considering Skadoodle can get the AWP. But, I mean, look at the performance out of Automatic we see in this game. His T-side was fantastic. He's kept it up here. And Cloud9 just says, you know, we've had success on our partial buys.
So they're going to just play it safe, which
Yeah,
is
well,
good. They're up rounds. It's good.
And this is a good investment surrounding this AK-47 because they have Stewie with the pistol armor. They have Skadoodle. This time, though, they're pushing inner again, and it looks like CLG is just saying, we're not going to let that happen twice.
No, but they do only have, like, I think 1 person in the area.
Oh, no.
They have
this
2.
boost is huge. Automatic, he misses the shot. What? He jumps around the corner and still can't get the kill. How does that happen? He's had such a fantastic match this whole time. And he misses a couple shotgun shots that are very easy. So, I mean, that's incredible, actually.
Yeah, that's unfortunate for Cloud9. They completely outplayed CLG right there, but couldn't hit the shot. Doesn't matter how bad you outplay someone, if you can't kill them or hit your shots, it doesn't matter.
Well, that almost seems like he got just so excited that he had a free kill. Sometimes they're the hardest ones.
They are. Those shooting people in the back seems to be really hard for me. I don't know. It's hard to shoot people in the back for me. I don't get it.
Okay.
Maybe I get excited. I don't know.
So you're an entry fragger, I guess.
I am an entry fragger. I played a lot of entry roles. I like it, you know. But CLG looks like they're just sitting back. They seem to just be doing the same thing over and over. I mean, it has been working, but Cloud9 is not going to push up into them. CLG, I would like to see maybe once they get more matches in be able to work a spot and then fall back into like an executor or some sort.
Yeah, somehow like apply pressure.
Yes.
I mean these rounds just consistently where they're just letting Cloud9 chill far back, and you could see we've pointed this out. This new Cloud9, they've done a very good job of this when they're given the opportunity, is saving their utility.
Ooh.
That's a really sick shot from Subrosa to find that onto Stewie, just as he's using some of that utility that I just mentioned they were saving. So maybe using a little bit earlier would have been a bit nicer. But still, a couple of Molotovs left. There's one of them, and Kusta is going to be pushed forward. This is spreading, and he gets it off just in time, but 4 HP. Well, I mean, just in time to save his life, but it's done the damage already.
Shroud knows he's in the area, so I don't expect them to outsmart him here. They're going to have to try to hit a nice shot on Shroud. Kusta, though, looks like he's going to rush out and die.
Well, I mean, it helps that he only has 4 HP through that smoke, and I mean, it's attempted to split from Ivy and from T-Choke, but due to the damage and the delay, it just doesn't work out. The timing is off. Automatic. Cutler knew he was there, goes for that peek. That's a good find. He's blind as Shroud tries to wrap around and aggress upon him, and coming around these boxes, he's not prepared for Shroud to be at that corner. So a 1-on-2. Ethan's got 13 HP. 1 HP make that as the bullets rain in. And that's a bit of overkill with the AWP. So 15-10 now. Cloud9. Map point. The plant's going to help out. There's going to be a buy, obviously, in the next round for CLG, but Subrosa's only got $400, so some of their players are going to be a little bit light, namely Subrosa with 2,600 total. Cutler's going to have 3,500, so their buys are going to be sketchy.
Yeah, CLG got the first pick, which is huge, but then I think they kind of panicked and went into their old, like, routine, let's just take outside or whatever, because you have a pick inside. Use smokes, use flashes, get people to over-rotate, make the CTs move out of their comfort zone, you know, make them over-rotate, make them move, make them waste nades, but they didn't do any of that. They just kind of lurked out slowly and ran into a wall of Cloud9.
Oh, Skidoodle misses Molotov, and actually that's not a great miss whatsoever as they are executing to this outer site. There's Skidoodle with the first kill. The op ring's true. Cutler misses one of his own, but Kusa does eventually find the op of Cloud9. Nothing holds the fort down, though, and Cutler's just got to get aggressive. He's got a scout in the Tech 9. He tags up Automatic down to very, very low, but he's got to do something special here. There's another tag on a Shroud. I mean, Cutler's scout, all things considered, has looked great in this match. Shroud falls to a spectacular jumping shot in that Tech 9. Now, he didn't spot the elbow. That's unfortunate. He didn't see the elbow of Automatic, who cleans up this match. So Cloud9 go 2-0 against CLG. That's a big start for them.
Yeah, CLG had some spurts where, you know, maybe they could have pulled off something, but in the long run, it shows of their new team that their whole game is not complete yet. Like, you have to finish.
They've got plenty to work on the CLG side. That being said, it wasn't nearly as much of a disaster, I guess, as I thought it was going to be. Just looking at that lineup, looking some of the role changes, that could have gone much worse for CLG. But they do hold their own. And we